Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show 6 lunge variations that you need to add to your workout routine ASAP. But before we get into the video, let's talk about the benefits of doing lunges. Alright, so the first benefit is that it is a compound movement, which means you are working more than one muscle group at the same time. So when you're doing the lunge, you're obviously working all of your lower body muscles, but you're also working your core if you didn't know. So if you don't know what a compound movement is and all the benefits of it, I definitely recommend watching my isolation versus compound movement exercise video, and it will just give a way better in-depth explanation of what it is. So I'll leave a link down below to that. The second benefit is that it helps with everyday movements. So for example, think of tying your shoes. You're basically doing a lunge, so just incorporating more lunges into your workout routine will definitely help you when you are older. The third benefit is that it helps correct muscle imbalances. So if you didn't know by now, the lunge is a unilateral exercise, which means you are working one side of your body at a time. So this is perfect, for example, if you are very dominant in your right leg, and so doing lunges is going to help correct that imbalance. And then the fourth benefit is that it helps with balance and stability. And again, this kind of goes hand in hand with the muscle imbalance. So when you're doing the lunge and you're pretty dominant in your right leg, and say when you switch your legs to your left leg, you'll obviously feel kind of unbalanced when doing it. So working on that muscle imbalance is going to help you with your balance, but also it's going to make you use your core, which then helps with your stability. And then the last benefit is that you literally can do lunges with anything. You can do it with just your body weight, with dumbbells, kettlebells, a barbell, and even a Smith machine. Okay, so now let's get into the lunge variations. So the first one that I want to talk about is the good old classic forward lunge. So my biggest tip when performing the forward lunge is to make sure that your front knee does not go beyond your toes, because if it does, this will cause unnecessary stress on your knees. And the forward lunge is actually known to be the lunge variation that causes the most knee problems. So make sure your knee does not go beyond your toes. And also, due to the closed stance movement of this exercise, this is a very quad dominant exercise. So the second lunge variation that I want to show you guys is one of my absolute favorites because they target the glutes just a little bit more. So when performing the reverse lunge, you want to make sure that you're pushing through with your front heel and that you're leaning slightly forward, because this will allow your glutes to be engaged the most. Also, quick fact, because of the reverse movement, this is beginner friendly because it doesn't require as much stability as the forward lunge. So the next one is a curtsy lunge, and this is yet again another glute-focused lunge variation. And so when performing this exercise, you want to make sure that you're taking a large step backwards, crossing it behind your front leg as if you were curtsying, obviously. And so you also want to make sure that you're pushing through with your front heel so that you can engage your glutes. And so because of this movement, you're actually targeting your gluteus medius, which is your outer glute, and your inner thigh. So the fourth lunge variation is a combination of the first two variations that I showed you in this video, which is the forward lunge to reverse lunge. And I love this variation because it will target all of your major lower body muscle groups. So again, you want to make sure that your front knee does not go beyond your toes when doing the forward lunge, and then when you do the reverse lunge, you want to make sure that you're pushing through with your heel to engage your glutes. The next lunge variation that I want to show you guys is a side or lateral lunge. And so when performing this exercise, you want to make sure that you're sitting down and back, kind of like a squat, when performing this movement. And also, if you're feeling more than normal stress on your knees, try not to step out as wide. And so, because of this lateral movement, you are actually hitting your outer thigh, inner thigh, and outer glute. So the final lunge variation, it is a walking lunge with kickback, and I just started doing these, to be completely honest with you guys, maybe about a year ago, and they're actually one of my favorites because they target your glutes as well. And so when performing this exercise, you want to make sure that you're stepping forward with the leg you just kicked back with, if that makes sense. And you also want to make sure that you're not kicking back too hard to the point of hyperextending your lower back. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here's a quick overview of all the variations that I talked about in today's video. I will also have time cards to each variation down below in the description box. So if you ever have a question about any lunge variation that you want to try at the gym, you can just head to the description box, click on that lunge at that time, and it'll send you right there so that you don't have to look for it in the video. So make sure you guys go check that out. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a big like if you enjoyed it. And if you are still listening by now, stay tuned for some bloopers, which I'll add at the end of this video. And I think I want to start doing that, just adding some clips that I normally would take out in my videos so that you can actually see the real life of me, if that makes sense. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you or talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.